me plaster on a fake smile and plough through this shit one more time to come up with notions that you people couldn't think of for yourselves. Hello, my name is Alfie Noakes. Welcome back to another episode of Comedy Top Tips here on the We Are Funny Project YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in again. So today's theme is status, the status of the comedian. Every professional seasoned comedian in the world knows about this, but for newer acts, newbies, people thinking about trying out stand-up comedy, this is something that will help create a framework for not just the type of material you perform, but exactly how you perform it as well. Status, let's work on the principle. It can be ranged between 1 and 10. 10 is very high status. That would make me think of somebody like Bill Hicks. He used to open his set sometimes with a line of "let me plaster on a fake smile and plough through this shit one more time" to come up with notions that you people couldn't think of for yourselves. Wow, that is high status. Talk about speaking down to your audience, but also making them aware of the fact they better strap in and listen because you've got something unique for them. At the other end of the scale, lower status comedians, they will be all about being non-threatening. Often pun comedians might be along these lines. For my money, one of the finest comedians in Britain for the last 20 or more years will be Harry Hill. He's completely unthreatening. He's got a slightly wacky persona and his status is rather low. It doesn't in any way impact the fact that his comedy is world class and he's one of the funniest acts I've ever had the privilege of seeing live, but he is a low status comedian. So as a new act, you want to figure out what your status should be, and I would suggest to you, you want to start at about 6 out of 10. Now, you get status to the audience's eyes by the very nature that you're on stage. The light is on you. You have the microphone. It's your sound that's been amplified. So already you are imbued with status. If you stay in the region of about 6 out of 10, just feeling confident, showing confidence, giving the audience reason to believe that you're worth listening to, that's a comfortable place to be because you also want to play with your status during your set, particularly as you develop as an act and you get from 5-minute spots to 10-minute spots to 20-minute spots. You're going to be able to move your status level at certain points of the set. So if you're kind of a likeable, relatable, intelligent every man or every woman set at 6 out of 10, you might want to come to a story where you're telling the tale of being dropped by your girlfriend or how you were fired from a job, and you want to get the audience sympathy on your side. And by doing so, you'll drop your status maybe a couple of points down to 4 out of 10, maybe 3 out of 10 for a brief period, for the telling of the story, for the setting up of the joke. And then bang, you tell the punchline, turns out everything was good after all, and then your status bounces right the way back up beyond the 6 out of 10 we've been talking about. And then as you proceed with your set, you can settle back into the 6 region or thereabouts. 6 is a nice, comfortable, middle range place to be that you can bounce backwards and forwards within that scope. So be aware of your status, and there's other aspects of status that you should take into mind. If you're swearing too much, that would reduce your status to a degree. If you're coming on stage in a suit and looking very sharp, that would probably elevate your status. If you're coming on stage looking like you've just left a 3-day festival and haven't had a shower yet, that to some degree will reduce your status. If you're using common or garden words, street slang, that's going to be middle range, dropping your status somewhat. If you sound like you just left an Oxford Union debate and you're using words that people are going to need to use a dictionary to find out what you're actually saying, that's going to elevate you up here. But also, if people don't know what the words you're saying are, they're probably not going to understand the joke and you're going to fail with your laugh. So be mindful of your status, because while you're thinking about that and you're generating your first material as you're writing it out and you're practicing it and performing it, you can see are you maintaining a sense of authenticity because you're staying within the realm of status that you've just set for yourself. So bear in mind what you say, how you say it, what you look like, how you present yourself. As you develop over the years, you can change that as you see fit and you get some experience under your belt, but a starting point is about 6 out of 10. And that's today's tip. I look forward to seeing you another day. We all love comedy. If any of your friends on the circuit could benefit from this tip, please hit the share button below.